Kill it. To harbor. It's fine to harbor resentment. It gives us a real investment to fuel us with motivation, giving inner incantation that gives our rivals that consent, pushing buttons that set us off like a rocket ship blasting off, igniting our power within. It's fine to harbor. Awaken the sleeping giant. It makes us more self-reliant to bleed freely, pushing the pace before we put you in your place. Prodding makes us more defiant. It's fine to harbor. The lioness who fuels my fire. I starve for women of regal, my fantasies turn illegal. Smart and passionate, yes they are. Lovely to look at from afar. Makes me stiff while circulating. There is one in particular whose looks make up heart go clear. A beauty with sheer ascendancy, I can't get enough. She is both wholesome and hot at once. Complete range without redundancy. Enchanting and drop-dead gorgeous, my desires obsidious for you from the longest distance, I can't get enough. Last year, on Friday nights, Poemocalypse now, something happened that shocked the foundation of the New Jersey Poetry Renaissance Federation. I had what you would call the thrill of a lifetime. So much so that when I had my pre-midnight snack and I came on this stage, or parquet floor if you want to call it, ish, I went into a higher dimension, let's say. And all because of that, it changed my life for the better. It took me to a train ride where I happened to go to the wrong town and was confronted by not just a police officer, but a couple of police officers. So much so that when I had my free edibles, I ended up spending a day in the hospital, where now, like every other angry customer, I want a word with the manager. Memo to Alex Rossi, don't leave your baked goods unattended. Otherwise, the edible fairy will take them away. Tupperware with them on the windowsill with care, uncontested. Shit so strong it knocked me out for a day. Otherwise, the edible fairy will take them away. In other words, I'll eat the whole thing without warning. Shit so strong it knocked me out for a day. This backstory will make its consumers more appealing. In other words, I'll eat the whole thing without warning. Also, my brain will turn inside out thinking at the speed of light. This backstory will make its consumers more appealing. The Friday night lights I saw flew me higher than a kite. Also, my brain will turn inside out at the speed of light. Common sense and reality become human elephants depleted. The Friday night lights I saw flew me higher than a kite. Memo to Alex Rossi, don't leave your baked goods unattended.
Say it.
Confetti. Confetti is the last thing you would see at a funeral. Nobody celebrates a person's life with a festive piece of material. Instead, they weep. They tell stories about their deceased loved ones. They reminisce about the good old days. They talk about what a good person they were. They talk about how talented they were. No matter how special they may have been, there will be no confetti. They could be a star athlete or a president or a rock star, but there will be no confetti. People can come in droves to pay their respects to them, but there will be no confetti. They could be the neighborhood's favorite firefighter, but there will be no confetti. They could climb Mount Everest, but there will be no confetti. They could have fought World War II and received a Congressional Medal of Honor, but there will be no confetti. They could swim across the Atlantic and back, but there will be no confetti. They could hoist the Stanley Cup, but there will be no confetti. They may drive cross-country and back so fast their head will spin like a disco ball from 1974, but there will be no confetti. Even if they had the most beautiful women in the world and bedded them, there will be no confetti. Even if they stand up to the biggest bully in school, there will be no confetti. As time continues to move forward, each of us will follow that person. Even if we have a long list of accomplishments to match them, there will be no confetti. Even if a world that's been occupied and conquered over and over again, town after town, especially if the galaxy fell apart from natural disaster to space storm, there will be no confetti. The world may be our backyard, where we can frolic freely, defy the nonsensical laws, lame societal norms, an army of critics. May we clash with the titans and break bread with the living legends who were once us, but there will be no confetti. Even if you master yourself one day at a time, from top to bottom, from birth to death, from working at a McDonald's to managing a Major League Baseball team, there will be no confetti. Just live each day where it doesn't matter, because it doesn't. Because it doesn't. Confetti is fun to have at a party when you're celebrating a special occasion. People don't want to be rained on unless it's with confetti. No one wants to go outside when it's raining, whether or not they have an umbrella. Only when it's sunny outside do people spend their day out enjoying it. Children will frolic in the park if they're not too occupied with their electronics. Adults can run errands with ease, free of concerns about the weather. As for confetti, it would be more festive and celebratory if it rained a lot of it at the beginning of each and every day. Life would be a more thorough celebration. Party favors or not, it still is. We, as a society, sometimes fail to realize that each day is a gift. Keep those. Even if it's the worst day of your life, may confetti be useful after all when you wake up to start that day, or when you go home and jump into bed to end it. Maybe confetti will be the icing on the cake of a person's day, even if it's bad. Pain is prologue as it leads to a more powerful place where the powers that decide to reward you, confetti, may be part of your life, glamour or no glamour. Sometimes pain leads to bad things, though It could either be passed around as your mood can be contagious to others, or you can put your mind aside and make things better. Or you can get mad about it anyway and then get over it. As for celebrating life, it needs more than a happy face and a positive attitude. Sometimes, for survival, it could use an angry face and a little fist-shaking angst. Life is hard enough as it is. Whether we all suffer and die on the inside, we unleash a fury that most people don't understand on the outside. In this case, if that doesn't scream a confetti celebration, it surely screams a release of tension that could benefit us in the long run, which can also save our health. The life people lead is a mystery to others who witness their actions, as they may do certain things that are questionable. There is a certain motive that they may have that makes them who they are. Some people may have to take several hours out of their day to work on a certain skill to cover up a flaw, like weightlifting, to improve that physical appearance, which may help improve their self-esteem. They may be insecure about that part of themselves, and they want to live a healthier lifestyle. Whatever it may be, it still won't lead to a world of confetti coming down on them from fighting obesity. Confetti is something that we could live without, though. It's okay to celebrate the good times without a need to be overly agitated. Plus, most people don't feel the need to celebrate the success of a kid actor who just made $10 million doing some popcorn cheesy movie. His whole life must be overflowing with confetti in every nightclub he sets foot into. Although life needs to be celebrated one day at a time, living with a need for approval and praise is expecting to have confetti come down on you all the time. In reality, rain or harm does instead, especially if they hate you. Overall, confetti is the last thing we think about when we're celebrated. Wow, there are people who expect those types of things to happen. All we should expect to have happen to us is that we're able to survive a rat race we have all but the pipe dream of working our way out of. A small percentage of the world may be able to sneak their way out of this trap. If anyone is able to accomplish this feat, maybe, just maybe, they might get their confetti moment. Otherwise, forget it. The confetti moments that we all will be getting is more rain. Living is complex societal paradigms that we will never give to the life we want. And just for being idealistic by nature, maybe we do deserve worse.
Here we go, Tom Santula, everybody. Wow, okay, we got a whole open mic list to go right now.